But it was one morning I was going down to take to the streetcar, and we were able to cost us 10 öre to go on a streetcar, and I can't remember where I was going because I never got there. But I was waiting for the streetcar, and I was standing by the fence, looking down to the street way below us, and the slaughterhouse, the Pigeons slaughterhouse, was over there, big yellow buildings, and they're still standing there, upgraded, but still standing there. And the Germans had taken it. I mean, they took all the places they wanted. If they wanted a school, they took a school, and they had taken this place. And what they did there, I have no idea, but I do know that they had horses. And at this time, I was just looking at that, and I wasn't paying attention to anything else, but there was one of the officers was in the courtyard with a horse, and he was probably supposed to ride him. I have no idea, but he had these knickers, wide pants, and the fancy cap, and so he was. So I figured that he was one of the leaders, one of the captains or whatever, and he started beating on his horse with a belt or with something. It looked like a belt for me. And I looked in horror. The guy was beating his horse, and the horse hadn't done anything. And so I took off. And when you see the stairs, you'll wonder how in the world did you even get down one part of them. And I did all the way down, and I ran across the street, and there was a guard at the gate, and he didn't stop me. But I ran in through there, went over to and looked at the man, and I said, "You don't beat your horse," and I kicked him in the chin. And I ran back up again. How I got back up again, I have no idea either. But I would like to someday meet that soldier again and apologize, I guess. But I still think I had the right to do it because he was beating a horse. But when you look at the place, you don't think anybody would even want to go up and down those stairs because they are so long and they're narrow. Every time I stand at that place, I have to go down there once in a while. The streetcar doesn't stop there anymore because we don't have a streetcar anymore. But the fence is just exactly the same. The fireplace, the Sandviken fire station is right there. All the buildings are exactly like they were then. So I can get a good angle of it, and the slaughterhouse has now in the later years been fixed up, and there are apartments there in the buildings, and then there are some new apartments on the other side. So it's a beautiful place to live today. But every time I see it, I see a soldier beating his horse. And
you kicking the soldier.
Yeah, kicking yeah.
You know, you realize now how dangerous that could have been.
Oh my gosh, I flew home. And that, when you see that hill and the stairs I had to go home after I got over from the other stairs, you can't believe that anybody would have done it. But I ran home, came in the door, my mother came and opened the door for me, and I kicked him, and she said, "Who did you kick?" And I said, "The soldier that was beating his horse." And she says, "Where?" And I said, "Slakterhuset." And she said, "Did anybody follow you home?" And I said, "I don't think so."
Pack it up, get ready to run, right?
and then it dawned on me, they could have taken my mother out and shot her.
Yeah.
Because she let her kid do that. So, I mean, I didn't think about it, but I did it, and to this day, I would say, if I was one of those doctors that found out if anybody could do anything, I would say it's impossible. And if I took 3 steps at a time or 2 steps at a time, or if I just flew, I don't know. I just got up and ran home, and I remember that feeling. I can't breathe anymore. But my mother was really worried, and she said, "Elsa, please don't do those things. Don't do those things."
I can just imagine her going into the other room, sitting down, and put her hand to her head. Oh my gosh, the tenacity of that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but she said Alfred and I were her easiest children, and we were so nice and good and kind and everything. So we were the best children that she had. And we were right in the middle. The 2 other ones gave her problems. The street is exactly like it was. The house outside is exactly like they were, but the insides have been upgraded to modern style.
Okay.
And it is just the most beautiful place in the world to live. Today, I wish, if I wasn't so old, I'd go down and buy me one. Because I don't think there's anything for sale, because it's such a beautiful view. The place is just really, really nice. But they have kept them so nice, and they have not made many changes on the outside. And there's just one area of it where my dad had used to have a pigeon house, pigeon coop. And I was his helper. I helped him take care of the pigeons. He had carrier pigeons that had got prices. They were really serious about it.
I know in England, pigeons played quite the role.
Oh yeah.
In getting information back and forth.
And that's what my dad had, and might have been one of the reasons I don't know why they were after him, but he wouldn't tell us what he did. And so it must have been pretty serious, but I wouldn't say that he was daring to stupidity. He was daring to do anything for his country.
He's a patriot.
Yeah, and at the same time making sure that his family was safe.
And he was a war hero. He was decorated.
Yeah, he got the king's silver St. Olaf's medal for his work there, and also in the United States, in making a bridge between Norway and United States.